Hi, I'm doing a video for Tammy. This is using her graphics and she's trying to do a 20-ounce tumbler. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm in Affinity 2.0 for Windows, I'm going to go to File, New, and I'm going to pick a letter size because it's going to be 9.35 by 8.1, and that will fit on a letter. So, let's see, where is the letter? All right, we can switch it in a second. All right, the color is going to be RGB8, sRGB IEC 61966-2.1. You can use transparent background or white. I think we'll use the white. Now we want to get rid of the margins, so we are going to take that off. Nothing on bleed and nothing on scale. Alright, so we're going to go to create. Now the first thing we're going to do is change it to anchor to page, and we're going to do it as landscape. Okay, so now here's your letter size, 8.5 by 11. We're going to bring in the two graphics, and I'll explain what the situation with that is. So we're going to go to place. We're going to pick the graphics. There's one. I'm going to put that for now right here. And you have another graphic, place, and it's this one. Now, here's another trick. Because you're doing a tumbler and you're using two graphics, two separate graphics, what I recommend is we're going to make a rectangle the size of what you want to put it on. You saw I took this rectangle tool and created that. Then I'm going to go up here for the move tool, and as you see down here is the width and height. We're going to make this, and it doesn't matter what color the background is because I'm going to remove it once I have everything set. So we want the width to be 9.35, and your height is going to be 8.10. Now, that is what we're going to use. And you see it fits exactly on the 8.5 by 11 letter size paper. I'm going to right click, arrange. I'm going to move that to the back. There we go. Okay, now you see the difference here is your graphics are not the same size. Move this to the front. So you see, you want to make them the same size. Alright, so we're going to line this up. I mean, you can make it bigger. I don't know how big you want it, but make sure when you're making it bigger, this is getting bigger, so these will be equal size. So you want to match it up on top of there. So here is your paper. This, I mean, your design is 9.35 by 8 by 8.1. And here's what you got to play with. So we're going to move that up there. And I'm going to go and view my rulers so I can see that everything is even. So I don't know how big you want this. I know that this should match up. I'm going to make that a little bigger. See if that matches up with it. Make it a little smaller. So you see? That's what you want to do, but it's still not even. but now you understand what I'm talking about. And every time you highlight something, that's what the height and width will be of that subject. I can't exactly get this straight. I'm trying to make it the same. There we go. I'm trying to line it up. And you want them to look uniform. Bring it down a little. I think I got them pretty close. And you move this away, you'll see the graphic is kind of like the same size there. Alright, so you've got a background on this, but none on that. So I don't know where you want to place these. What I do is after I usually print on a laser jet, cut it to that size, and put it around the cup. So I'm usually using a laser jet printer. See, I don't know where you want this, but I'm going to try and make it even. Well, that's just the idea. Okay, so you see this is the size you want, 9.35 by 8.1. It's on 8.5 by 11 paper, and I'm going to click on the right to get rid of this gray. We don't need it now, but this is where you line it up so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to take that on, I'm going to highlight and hit delete. Now I'm going to go to File, Print, and here's our magic here. Alright, we're using the S500. We're going to go to Properties. I think you're using the roll. And current settings. It's already 8.5 by 11. Output size, 8.5 by 11. I am using the roll paper. You can use the auto sheet feeder sheet. I use the roll. The Epson paper. Mine is a 17-inch. I'm going to use textile. I use no color adjustment. That's off. My quality is maximum. Do not choose high speed. Some people use the finest detail. You don't have to. I've been using it with the Epson paper. I'm now using the infused paper by LexJet, so I do not use finest detail. You can. Print preview. On layout, there's nothing you do. On advance, normal cut, auto rotate, save, roll paper. Nothing else I do. And as you see, it's textile. That's my remaining paper. I've got a big roll. You hit OK. Now we're going to go down to the Affinity settings. And as you see, I have it set to letter. Otherwise, you would set it if you have it for something else, and we can go over that. I have videos for that too, user defined or what have you. 8.5 by 11. Rasterization we don't use. I never use it. Bleeding marks, nothing. Color management. Make sure your profile is sRGB. Your color handling is by the app, not by the printer. That's Affinity. Make sure textile matches what you have in the printer. So both should match. Relative color metric, there are others like perceptual, is for using pictures with flesh tones. This is for vector images. Print a file, nothing. And as you see, everything is lined up here. Now we could do a border because you can't really see where to cut. Let me see if I can make a border. Oh, let's see. So we're going to have to go do this again. Oh, I didn't want that there. Let me edit out of here. All right. Let me go back to this. And we'll make it the paper size. Go back to here. And it was 9.35. Let me make it big. So 9.35 by 8.1. And that might be easier for you. Now we'll hit enter. And I've got to move this to the back. So I'm going to go right click, arrange, move to back. Okay. And I think we just want to make this clear and a border so you can see where to cut it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to Quick Fix. I've got this highlighted. I'm going to make an outline. And we'll make it black. Let's see if you can see the outline. There's the outline. We'll make it real tiny by using the radius so you can cut it. But we got to make the background. All right. So we've got to make this background light or white. There we go. We made the background white. And now you see a little line where you can cut your paper with a scissor. And if you need more help, you can call me, contact me, whatever you want to do. Let's make sure this fits. And yes, it does. It lines up. Okay. So let me go back. Yeah, I would print this now on a LaserJet so I can size it and see how it looks. I don't know how it's going to wrap around, how it's going to look. Let me make this. You still need to also do a grid so you can line them up. So I guess that matches. Or you can make the square. This is 4.699 by 4.699. And we can make this 4.699, 4.699. Make it the same. This is the outer box of the graphic. They still match, but this way you can line them up. Just line them up this way. Really, that's it. But that's your call, how you're going to line it up. I'm going to print this now. We're going to go to print, make sure everything is the same. Properties. 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11, no color adjustment, maximum quality. Layout, I do nothing. Advanced, this is still saved. Back to here, layout is letter, nothing, nothing. Performed by app, and that's textile and relative color metric. And you can see this is going to be your paper, And that's the gray line. And you're going to have to figure out how to do the wrap around. I don't know where the graphics go. But I will press it to show you the colors. We're going to hit OK. Give you the print preview. Someday. There we go. And that's how it's going to print. And you see the line where you're going to cut. It will cut right down there. And I'm going to hit print and press it and show you the pictures and save this video for you. And that's it.